Hi, I'm Jordan Hansen from Cobalt Intelligence, and we're going to Delaware today. Today we're going to walk through Delaware, how to get the data with just their business search, so Secretary of State of Delaware business search. And then we're going to go through how to get it via API, both with our portal in Cobalt Intelligence, also with Postman, with our API, and then with our SDK in Nodejs. Now, Delaware is probably the state, if I was to guess, I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe 50% of the bigger businesses, and maybe not even bigger businesses, but for sure 50% of the bigger businesses registered in Delaware. It's a very business friendly state, and it's kind of just the go-to. If you're going to register a business, you got a high chance you're going to be in Delaware. If it's going to sell it in the future, any kind of arbitration, legal, whatever, Delaware is the place to be. And as a result, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but their site makes it incredibly difficult. It's a rough user experience. Even if you're not doing web scraping, if you are doing web scraping, it's just blech, 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 blech. All right, so anyway, we're gonna go to it, and let's go into Delaware. We'll walk through some of the fields available, and then we'll go into how to get the data. So Delaware, like I said, tons of businesses register there all the time. Now, they're very protective. They're very business friendly. They don't show very much data at all. In fact, we don't get a status. This is all public information. You can't get a status publicly. You can't, there's no address for the business. You can't get the industry. You can't get the officer information or the organization documents. None of this information exists. It's just incredibly hard to get this data. So we're going to go through it, and let's go look at the actual search. So here it is. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more even. Now, hopefully you'll see how bad it is as we go through this. It's protected by CAPTCHA. It is used occasionally. So let's go over here. And this is going to take a little bit of time. It's a lot worse even when we do it via API. It's a lot slower. So we'll speed up that part of the video. But let's search for sword. Okay, we have all these businesses. Okay, cool. Look, the Sword Bros. I like that. Let's click that one. Okay, and for some reason, it takes me right back to the search. I don't know why it does this, but this is very common. Okay, we're going to try that again. Sword Bros. And we're going to search. Okay, sweet. Sword Bros Inc. That's what I want. I'm going to save that one for later use. And then probably a CAPTCHA is where we go to next. Oh, it let me in. That's awesome. So, and this is what we see. We see the registered agent. Now, you are required by law to have a commercial agent. I haven't seen any other state that does that. So you'll never see an agent as an individual over here. It's always going to be some registered agent. In fact, I just had to order a certificate of good standing from Delaware, and I had to go through a registered agent. I couldn't order it directly through Delaware. The registered agent had to do it. You can, however, I tried this as well. You can order the status, and all it does is you just do this, and then it exposes it on the business. It shows, okay, yep, this is what the status is. It's in good standing. But it's not a certified certificate. You have to go through a business registered agent for that. Okay. So now we go to the next part, which we're going to try to get via that. This is the Cobalt Intelligence portal. You come in here, you'll be able to access some searches. Now this part is going to take a while. So let's search for I can't talk. We're going to search for Sword Bros in Delaware. We're going to hit search, and this is going to take a little bit of time. And what happens, how we do this API, because it takes so long, it's called long polling. We go through and we get this data, and then we update. So we make the request. It takes about 20 seconds, and then it returns a retry ID, and we have to keep using that retrying until the request is complete. Now, I'm going to do some neat video editing here and speed this up, but after this, so you're going to see how this works. But you take this retry ID, you put it in here, you submit it again, and see, it's just going to keep doing this until it's completed. Delaware, like I said, it's probably 2 to 3 minutes. 180 seconds is not weird for Delaware. So this is when we go ahead and go boop, 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 speed up. We have found the data. All right, we finally got it. That took, I don't know, probably about 2 minutes. We're going to have it all sped up so we won't have to go watch it. But anyway, here it is. We got the data from Sword Bros Inc. Yay. Now, let's do that same thing, but in Postman. So we're going to go over here to Postman. We're going to search for Sword Bros Inc. I really want to know what this business is. That sounds cool. Let's learn more about Sword Bros. All right, this is how you do it via Postman. You're going to just use this URL. That'll be in our documentation. You pass the search query, which is the business name, and then you pass the state, which in this case, DE. You can also type in the full state name, Delaware. And headers, you're just going to use x-api-key, and then the value is going to be your API key. So we're going to send that, and we're going to get the same thing. It's going to try for about 20 seconds, and then it's going to give us a retry ID, and we're going to use it right here. We're going to just pass it in again, retry ID, like that. It's going to be the same idea over here. So once we get that right there, we'll speed it up again, and you'll only catch it in the future. It's going. There's our retry ID right there. So it's some long GUID. Bam. And then we hit send, and you can see it'll be incomplete. And then we'll just keep trying again over and over until it's ready to be done. So speed up time. And we're finished. Look at it. We got the data here. Same thing. Just via Postman. This is how you do it. And finally, we're going to do it one more time. And this time it's going to be with the SDK. So we're going to go over here. Here's the SDK. DE. Passing in this. I'm going to get it started right now. Oh, I don't want that. I want Sword Bros. Get this started, and then we'll walk through what the SDK looks like. This is a JavaScript SDK. So if you're using Node.js, it makes it really easy to, it'll handle all the retries for you. So you go like this. You just get your new SOS API that you'll import from the SDK. You'll pass your API key, and then you just pass this as a promise right here. And you get business details, and you pass it. You can pass your business name and your state. And then this is other parameters that you can pass in, such as screenshot. And that's one I passed in here. So it's going to go through and get this data. And this is what the SDK will do. It's just handling those retries all by itself. So this is another time when we'll just fast forward this part and to the future. And we are back. Yay. Look at it. Done. It took 20 retry attempts, which we try about every 10 seconds, plus the original 20 seconds. That's a lot of seconds. So, takes a long time. That's Delaware, but it successfully got it. And look, we even have that screenshot we requested. So let's click on that. Check it out here. Look at that. There it is. Sword Bros Inc. Successfully screenshotted and scraped, or whatever, verified. So that's it. That is Delaware. Let me go back over here. And so that's all. That's Delaware. It's a great state. Okay, it's not. It's terrible. The amount of information you can get from it is really bad. If you've done any kind of Secretary of State searching for your business to verify things, you know that Delaware is not a pleasant state to go to. So I apologize that it sucks. I wish it was better. But you can get the data all automated this way and a screenshot to prove you went there. So that's it. That's Delaware. Thanks for your time. Hey, and you should also like this video and subscribe to it. Because, hey, I'm a nice guy. You like nice guys. I can teach you about cool stuff like web scraping and how to get Secretary of State data. So hit the subscribe button if you have any love at all. We'll see you.